positively need a win. Baron Davis looking to have his team rebound offensively, and Mike Miller's more than ready to put up threes in a matchup of two of the top 10 scoring teams in the NBA. The fourth and final meeting, the Warriors in Memphis right now. Hello, everybody. Bob Fitzgerald alongside Jim Barnett, and the Warriors, forget about Texas. Those games are done. There's work to be done. And the final seven, the Warriors are going to have to roll a lucky seven to get into the playoffs, Jim, but they're not out of it by a long shot.
Well, they're not in great position, obviously, but it's not all doom and gloom. Very similar to last year. You just win them out and take your chances that the basketball gods help you out, and the teams facing Dallas and Denver.
What was odd for the Warriors is that they're the high-scoring team in the NBA, but offensively, the last two games, they didn't resemble their style of play. Under 100, under 40%, and Jim, most alarming, the ball didn't move around. Warriors averaged 22 assists per game.
It was very uncharacteristic play. They did not pass the ball. They did not cut. They didn't get back in transition defense, and it carried over to their offensive end. Steven Jackson, the last two games, 3 of 23, and no free throws. Monta Ellis coming off a 5 of 16 night. Baron Davis has been pretty solid, but he can't do it alone. And Al Harrington just had to score more from the floor.
This team has always been resilient, but they will be tested. Work to do in the West, where Dallas and Denver will need to stumble just like a year ago, and the Warriors are going to have to finish 6-1, 5-2, some amazing stretch.
Well, it's a great opportunity for this team tonight, and also an emotional test. How are they going to respond after getting back in the standings like that? They've got to take care of business, get confident, come out aggressively, win this game tonight, and then go on to New Orleans and take care of business there.
Well, if you're struggling offensively for the Warriors, there's one opponent they want to see. That's the Memphis Grizzlies. In the 3 games against Memphis, they have played some of their best offensive basketball. Ball moving around, up and down, fast breaking, and the Warriors need to get back to their style.
They've got a lot of confidence against this team. They've dominated. They've won 6 games in a row overall against this club. They know they can get to the basket and score with ease, and they've also done a good job on Mike Miller this year. You got to worry about Rudy Gay, but if the ball moves and they get out and run, they'll just take care of themselves and they'll come up with a win.
So for the Warriors, the mission is clear. They have to win, but more importantly, to finish strong, they have to get back to that offensive style. When I think of the one player that symbolizes that, that's Monta Ellis. An emotional game for him when he comes back, because he grew up only a half hour away from Memphis, Tennessee. Most of his family will be here, and he'll sit down with our Matt Steinmetz on All Access right after this. Memphis, Tennessee, just a half an hour from the hometown of Monta Ellis. Not only an Ellis homecoming, but a game the Warriors have to have. And Monta joining Matt Steinmetz on this edition of All Access.
All right, Monta, you guys have lost 2 in a row for the first time in 3 months. You came from Dallas the other night after getting beat pretty bad. What's the mood of the team right now?
Well, we got 7 games left. It's a lot of games to be played. Everybody very excited to see how these 7 games are going to go. Just going to get it all the way out.
Have you guys talked about, a number you're going to need, or talked about how you want to finish this thing out? Or does everybody pretty much know what they have to do and nothing needs to be said?
Nothing really do need to be said. Everybody just, look at the situation, and we know what we got to do. Coach and them then said it enough. And, the situation we're in, pretty much know what we got to do, so we just got to go out and handle business.
Now, you're one of the youngest guys on the team. Some of the veterans are struggling right now, Al Harrington, Steven Jackson. Is there anything you can say, even though you're much younger than them, to help them out, like taking a leadership role?
Just keep shooting, do what you do. I know they're going to come out of it, but, it'd be like that sometimes. And when I'm down, they pick me up, and that's what I'm here for them to do.
There's 2 straight games now where you haven't reached 100 points. Is it just a case of shots not going in, or the execution isn't there? What do you think it is?
Everybody watch the game, they know what it is. Shots just have not been going down for us, and we can't do nothing about that. Them the shots we take every game, so we just got to stay with it. Just continue to do what we do.
You think guys are getting a little tired, maybe wearing down? It's been a long season. You and Steven and Baron play a lot of minutes.
Sometimes that's the case, but like I said, last 7 games is very important, so we just got to get it out. Just leave everything out on the floor.
People are talking about you for winning the most improved again. They have a guy, Rudy Gay, who's probably in the running for that. What's the next step in terms of your game?
That's a surprise. I can't tell you that. Every year I got to get better, so I can't. I'm gonna let it sneak up on you.
How many friends and family you got coming tonight?
Just say more than me, you, whoever watching this can count on their fingers.
All right, Monte, thanks a lot.
A lot of the Ellis family, but Steven Jackson. Rough games in Texas. They'll need Captain Jack tonight. We'll tip it off from the FedEx Forum right after this. For the ball game. Harrington with a lefty spike over King James.
Spins top of the key. Backs up. Shoots a 3. Got it!